Hi, welcome everyone. This is the Ask a Mentor panel for the undergraduate center's Mentor Mentee Program in Humanities, Arts, Cultural Studies, and Social Sciences, MMP-HArCSS for short, since it is quite a mouthful. My name is Nadia, and I am the program coordinator for MMP-HArCSS for this academic year. We also have Lindsay and Savannah with us today, and they are here to help us answer some questions that you might have at the end. So first, I'm going to go over the program, and then I'll open it up for the Q&A panel. So overall, the MMP-HArCSS program pairs graduate students who serve as mentors with second year and new transfer or third year students who are undergraduates in the humanities, social sciences, and arts to introduce undergraduates to academic research and build research skills. It prepares undergraduates to approach and work with professors or pursue an independent research project like an honors thesis, but not only. In a few moments, I will post a link to the MMP-HArCSS page on the URC website so that you can have access to the page directly. And there also you have links to the applications for both mentors and mentees. And a little bit later, I'm going to share my screen and put up a slide that has the flyer for this year's recruitment that's taking place right now. So first, though, I want to go over just a couple of details of the program. And so in order to be considered for the MMP-HArCSS program, whether you are a mentor or mentee, you must apply now. We are actively recruiting at the moment. Applications are available on the URC's MMP-HArCSS page. And the priority deadline for applications is October 22nd, and the absolute final deadline is October 27th. So that's coming up just later this month. Pairing happens in November, and applicants are then notified in December before fall quarter ends. In the beginning of winter quarter, so in January, there is a welcome event for all. Once mentors and mentees meet at that event, they create quarterly plans. So a plan for the winter quarter and the spring quarter for their work together. Each month between January and June, mentees explore an activity like funding opportunities or grad school prep, things like that. Mentors must participate in a mentoring 101 workshop. So prior to meeting their mentees, all mentors participate in this workshop so that they can better prepare for 2 quarters of work with their mentees. Mentorship pairs can also apply for an activity grant in the amount of $50. And our program, and at the end of the year, the program then has a large celebration where we have a chance to celebrate everyone's accomplishments, and undergraduate students have the option of presenting their work, for example, if they choose to. You can find all this information on the URC website or by contacting me. I do want to say one last thing, that a lot of the information that's up on the website at the moment is really targeted towards what was happening last year when we were all virtual. At the moment, we are back on campus, but the URC is operating on what I would refer to as a hybrid concept. So a lot of our programming is in person, but also a lot of programming is still remote, just like this session. And so It is likely that it will continue like that for the rest of the year, but we will see how everything goes in terms of if there are any developments at the level of the university regarding the pandemic. For the moment, what I'd like to do is I would like to share just a couple of slides with you. So the first thing I'm going to share, it is a quote from one of our mentors who participated in the program last year and was really pleased with their experience. And so I'm just going to throw that up in just a second. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay. This person was very pleased with their mentor experience and really had a great chance of getting to know their mentee and really raved about the program. This is just one example of how, besides, a very professional relationship, this can also be a chance to really develop your own sort of personal relationship, because mentorship is so much more than just advising. It really is a chance to build a relationship. So that's just one take off what you could, as a mentor, what you could experience. And then the other slide I'm just going to throw up right now. This is our flyer for recruitment this fall. The flyer appears on our, so the URC's social media feed. So you can find it there. You can also contact me. My email address is just at the bottom, right there, nsmitsinsk@ucdavis.edu. If you have any questions at all. Yeah, and so I think that for now, that's all I have. I don't know if perhaps, I'm gonna start sharing right now, but I'll perhaps ask a mentee from last year, Lindsay, if I could just ask you really, really briefly, just to kind of talk about your experience and why you would encourage other undergraduate students to join.
I had a really great experience with my mentor, because I think, so I'm a sociology major, and I hadn't had any like direct research experience prior to the program. And I think I was really excited about the idea of doing research, but I think like practically I didn't kind of like know all the steps that went into it, and kind of just like the order of operations of like I did actually get involved with I got involved with a research project early on, but in terms of thinking about my own research, I think some of the things I was really worried about, it was really something I didn't need to think about for a while, or things that I didn't realize I needed to start doing. So it was just good to have someone to check in with on a regular basis who could kind of steer me in the right direction, because I just really had no idea what to expect. And then it was also really helpful in terms of kind of career exploration as well, because it was just really, it really helped me, the structure of being able to make a plan for what I was going to be doing that quarter and have someone to hold me accountable. Because I think there's a lot of skills that goes into, looking for a career or starting research, but those skills aren't necessarily taught in the classroom. So when you're managing all your schoolwork as well, it was really helpful to have someone to kind of point the way on some of those things.
Thank you, Lindsay. I really appreciate you sharing your perspective on being in the program. And then Savannah, I'm just going to ask you to just really generally maybe speak to the benefits of mentoring. Again, super brief, because while you have not, or say in this program particularly, you are active in mentoring in other venues on campus. If you could just briefly speak to that, that'd be great.
Yeah, I loved the quote that you put up earlier from the mentor, that like it gives the mentor a sense of being reinvigorated in your own work, being able to mentor someone through the process and realize the knowledge and the skills that you do have and that you can pass those on to someone else, and how rewarding it feels when you can help someone navigate that process for the first time. I think that, like you said, it's a relationship that can really help the mentee feel supported and assured then that they know that what they're going through is normal, and that the process and maybe some of the ambiguity they feel is part of it, and being able to assure them and point them to resources and opportunities to help them navigate that process. So I think it's, like Lindsay said, a great way to be able to touch base with someone, have accountability, find someone who's there to support you and help you achieve your goals, whatever that might be.
Thanks, Savannah. I really appreciate you sharing that. It's really, really helpful, I think, particularly to anyone who has never really had the experience of mentoring or being mentored, to kind of have firsthand perspectives. Okay, so I think that will be it for today. If there are any questions, feel free to reach out to me at the URC Center under the MMP HArCSS program.